What's up, guys? So, quick question. I'm dark as in like I can't even not even this dark. Like the video quality is crazy, right? Like look at it. Like you can't tell. Like if I move a certain way, it's like flashing. Yeah, I've been having crazy camera trouble today. But for those of you using like a webcam, I'm using the Logitech HD. I forgot which one it is. I'll link it. I'll put it in the description. But watch this. I found that out the hard way. Like trial and error, trying to figure out why my camera looks so crazy, why I was suddenly so dark with all these lights on. Look how washed out I am now. With all these lights on, how am I like how was I coming off that dark? It was the white shirt. I kept trying to figure out why I would get up, walk away from the desk, like and see the camera light up, and then come back and sit down, and the camera would be like dark again. And I was like, what is happening? Like it must be because my skin's dark. No, I shoot a video every freaking morning, every goddamn morning. And so why would today be any different? And I looked at the shirt and I was like, hey, it's this. I actually took another shirt and put it on top, and it kind of proved it. Anyway, it is what is today? It's the February 8th of February. This is Thoughts Out Loud session 36. I actually had a lot of camera trouble today. I recorded Thoughts Out Loud session 36 first thing this morning. I woke up on time. I got the episode recorded, episode session recorded, and I actually ended up doing it on my DSLR because I had all the stuff still packed away from yesterday's session that I did outside of my home office. And yeah, man, somehow I've done it before, but somehow I recorded the whole session like in like this blurred fashion. Like my aperture was super low, and when I got my stuff together, I zoomed it in on this. I made sure the chair itself was in focus, but me, who's in front of the chair, is not in focus. Something to watch out for. The way to get around that, if you're by yourself and you don't have anybody to put you in focus and guarantee, or you don't have a model to put in the chair to get in focus, is you take a picture with the remote control. You get up, you make sure that picture's in focus, and you turn autofocus off on the lens. If any of you are wondering how to get around that. Anywho, episode was recorded in complete waste of time. And I couldn't even get. I go to the gym in the mornings now, so I hit the gym and couldn't get out the shower in time to re-record the session and get to work on time. So we're here at 11 o'clock at night. Little upset. It's past my bedtime. I'm sorry. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:45 in the morning. So 11 o'clock is late. I gotta get to sleep. So, but still wanting to get the session done and uploaded for today. It's gonna be real short. In fact, they're probably all gonna start being a little shorter now. I'm starting to realize what I want to do with this channel, with All Things Will, and I knew it was gonna be like for everything I do anyway. But some of these Thoughts Out Loud sessions kind of touch on topics where I talk about a topic in the session, and in the next day or two, I encounter something that reminds me of the topic. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just finding real world examples of a topic before I even cover it or even talk about it, and go into thoughts and like just do an actual piece of content and just start making longer content a little bit more regular, maybe twice a week or something like that, depending on and depending on when that happens, or depending on when I can find the time. So Thoughts Out Loud sessions are probably going to drop from 15 to 20 minutes to probably 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe even 5 to 10 minutes. Just quick thoughts out loud session, quick sessions where I don't like brainstorm. I don't use that empty space while I'm filming to come up with what I want to talk about. I'll just hit you real quick with what happened yesterday, hit you with what I got planned for today, and then hit you with, and I'm saying you, like as in me, because I'm doing this to read back to myself later on and see what how progress goes and things like that. I'm just bringing you guys along for the ride if you'd like to hop in. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little bit more streamlined. So real quick, what happened yesterday? Yesterday we were supposed to. What was supposed to happen yesterday? Yesterday was Tuesday. The recording was supposed to happen. It didn't happen, and so I ended up editing the video and getting it out. Though I ended up editing the video with me and my son making DIY snacks in Korean. Video looks great. Came out with a few errors, a few things that I need to put on the list to kind of double check before I go and publish the next video. But it didn't come out half bad. Actually, it came out very well. And the thing that was supposed to happen yesterday, the recording of the podcast, was moved to tonight. And it's kind of why I'm talking like this, and it's why I'm still up this late. The podcast posts tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I got to wake up tomorrow and use the morning to edit the podcast. So I'm going to wake up early. I don't hit the gym till 6. Okay. So I got to wake up early. I'm not supposed to talk about what happened yesterday, am I? Yeah, I am, because it's supposed to be in the morning. It's thrown off because I had a whole day that's not being accounted for. So what happened today, which was what was supposed to happen today in Thoughts Out Loud this morning, is I recorded a podcast episode. So podcast episode is 30 minutes long, way longer than what it's supposed to be. I got to find a way to cut 10 minutes off of that, because it is 10 minutes of like mistakes and jargon and tangents, and I don't like mistakes and jargon and tangents on my podcast episode. So I'm going to go in and cut all that out, and it should cut it down to about 20 minutes. The only thing is, man, podcast supposed to post tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I hate editing a podcast at 5 o'clock in the morning when it's supposed to post at 10. I like to have it slotted, and this is me playing catch up from being a little laxed when I had visitors over from California. I don't care. We talked about it before. I got to weave in person. It's well worth the jumping through hoops that I'm doing right now. But man, I really wish I had kind of sacrificed time elsewhere to go and to have this slotted, or to have this episode already recorded and slotted to go tomorrow morning, and not worrying about it. Like I should be planning for March right now. I should be done with this stuff. And I guess to a certain extent I am, but they're not recorded and slotted to go. So yeah, that's what happened today. That's what I got going on for tomorrow. The main focus tomorrow is to get the episode up on time. So first thing in the morning, wake up, knock out Thoughts Out Loud, make it real short, and then get to work on editing the podcast. What else is the focus for tomorrow? Tomorrow is also Thursday. Thursday is a free day. I should back up and catch up on something that These pauses are what I don't want in Thoughts Out Loud anymore, man. I'm just gonna if I get like this where I pause too long, I'm just gonna go ahead and end. So let's go ahead and put that into practice. Let's go ahead and end Thoughts Out Loud. I'm already tired. Gotta wake up early in the morning, and I'm really just doing this to make sure I get a session recorded for the day. So yeah, I'm tired, man. This is probably not the best episode, because I'm still somehow hyped because I just recorded a 30-minute long podcast, and I'm still a little drowsy because I'm sleepy. But I'm still a little disappointed because I still gotta edit. The episode's not edited. In any case, and I can't edit it tonight because I gotta crash. I'm delirious. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed your day. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. This isn't the normal cadence of Thoughts Out Loud. It's usually a little more slow, and I slowly build to what I started as on this episode. But I do it every day, nonstop. One of the reasons I'm doing it right now is so I can still say I do it every day. And if you want to see more, subscribe. usually they'll be a little bit more motivational or a little bit more focused on productivity. Oh, that's what I want to say. That's why I forgot it. I covered it I covered it this morning and I didn't put it in here. So what I want to do is make shorter episodes that are a little bit more precise to the point, and I wanted to focus on motivation and productivity and how I'm trying to maintain my productivity or the changes I'm putting in place to promote productivity and motivation, and really just streamline my process. Just do better at what I want to be better at. What I want to do better at meeting my goals, goal settings thrown in that as well, and what I'm using to do that. There's some pretty cool productivity. Here I go. I'm off on a tangent again. There's some pretty cool productivity like techniques out there, like things that are supposed to boost your productivity and put you in ketosis and stuff like that. I don't even know what all that means. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the research and then find out about it and then talk about it in either thoughts out loud or videos. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm doing as I go home. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. I'm about to crash. I'm not even gonna go out and head out for my day. Probably daytime for you if you're in the States. Enjoy your day, man. Like, have fun. Hopefully you don't record something for like 20 minutes and then come to find out that was 20 minutes wasted and there's no way you can get that 20 minutes back. Not that bad. 20 minutes isn't really a long time, but it's key in the morning when you only have 40 free minutes. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Thoughts Out Loud episode.